as you sit in this safe and comfortable place, and you feel a sense of settling going on within you, allow your body and mind to be as they truly are, at one, in complete harmony, allowing messages to flow through the body-mind with complete ease and comfort. And as you settle there, in this perfect place of comfort, notice that feeling within you, in your central core. That feeling of connectedness and unity with everything else that exists. That unity with the earth and the plants and the water and the air, as you begin to become aware of an interconnectedness that perhaps was overlooked in the past. And those thoughts and those feelings within you are the glue and the adhesive that connects you to all else in the world. And I wonder how that energy flows so easily, so that there is actually no space in between you and everything else. And perhaps that space that appears to be there is really an energy all its own. As if the air itself were like water that touches every single thing in the ocean, connecting it all somehow. So that even the smallest particles of sand at the bottom of the ocean can affect the tide and that closeness and that interconnectedness feels so good, as if you were playing in a small pond of water with your best friend. The water connecting you on all sides. A sharing of sorts. And as you play in that water and notice that each drop is connected to each other, and that each drop is connected to you, forming a chain, a connection between you and every other drop of water in that pond. And you begin to contemplate that thought, recognizing that the air we breathe has its own energy, and that the air itself connects every living thing. And you allow that thought to begin to expand in your mind. The thought that even thoughts have energy to flow from one person to another. And it's so easy now for science to prove these things. And yet we marvel at the experiments that are done. The experiments that point so directly to our connectedness. And when the scientists swabbed the inside of the mouth of a man, and then took that swab 10 miles away, and later gave the man a drink of cold water, and 10 miles away, the swab turned cold. Connectedness. Then they moved the swab 20 miles away and gave the man a cold drink of water, and the swab turned cold again. And they continued to experiment, and they continued to get the same results, until finally when the swab was 50 miles away, they stopped the experiment. Because they understood that connectedness is limitless. And so even the scientists are baffled by the exchange of energy within our solar system. Space that at one time looked like it was empty, and now the realization that there is energy there in what we cannot see. And so as you settle there, feeling peaceful and calm, you send out a prayer. For something positive and powerful. And how does that project through the ether? That prayer or request or hope, how does that flow so easily to another person or to yourself? Those thoughts that become even more powerful when joined with others, having the same hope, the same love being shared. And I wonder if a prayer could be seen with the eyes. I wonder if it too would shock and amaze us at the power and the direction and the force with which it is gratefully received. And if that prayer had an energy color so that it could be seen with the naked eye, what color would that be? It might be the color of the deep aqua blue Caribbean water, or it might be the color of a billowy, fluffy cloud, or it might be a completely unique color that is combined as if by magic. And I wonder how big that prayer would be. If it would be as a mist that spreads to the ends of the earth. And if that mist was projected toward one particular person, how much could that prayer heal someone else or yourself? And I wonder how much energy that prayer has, if you could see it, when that prayer is joined by others to heal another person or a body of water or an environment that is begging for a healing salve to be applied. And I wonder how many cultural woes could be healed by a massive effort of those willing to pray. And perhaps that healing begins on the inside of each person who is willing to pray, willing to set their intention for only good and kindness and peacefulness. And the sun rises each morning with the brilliant colors of orchestral rays shining down. And it gives of its energy and power every day. And the sun sets every night, allowing the earth to rest. And that cycle continues, bringing peace and harmony and rejuvenation to the earth. And I wonder if that same cycle happens within as without. As the tide flows in and flows out, and the breath flows in and flows out of each living body on the earth. And the prayers flow in and flow out as we create harmony with our prayers. And as you sit in this settled place, in this time of harmony within you, you set your intention or your prayer. And feel that energy flowing out and then flowing in, creating a cycle that the earth has known forever. And you already know that the earth heals itself, that the water evaporates and goes up to the clouds, coming back down clean and clear as rain. And just like the rain, the prayers go up, and the prayers come back, healing body, mind, and spirit. In the natural cycle of harmony, peacefulness, and prayer.